Good morning everyone, welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be my experience of getting a 24-hour ECG monitor, well, fitted and then using it and running with it. So this is just me on the way to the hospital. For a bit of background on this, I was due to have an op in February and we're now start of May. And as they wheeled me in to give me the general anaesthetic, my heart rate dropped until my heart rate registers as 0 for 10 seconds. Can't really be explained why as yet. It could just be electrolytes or dehydration because I wasn't allowed to drink from 6, but because I'm young and healthy, I was on the back of the list and it was gone 3 o'clock by the time I was wheeled into the room for the general. So I hadn't drunk for 9 hours, I hadn't eaten for 24 hours. So yeah, it could be as simple as that. So this is a test just to see if there's anything else underlying going on. I have had issues with low blood pressure after like long half marathons when I've really pushed, and I felt rough after 10Ks and 5Ks, but yeah, rougher than you should. And I once had a very similar incident where I blacked out, but that was when I had a really severe sickness and diarrhea bug and I was so dehydrated it was ridiculous. But it was exactly the same thing as far as we can tell. My heart rate dropped, my blood pressure drops, and yeah, I collapsed, and yeah, it wasn't pleasant. So in some ways it will be nice to have this to see if there is anything wrong. So once I've got it fitted, I've got to try and do some hard running to, I guess, replicate the dehydration and fatigue that I would feel after a half marathon, which is to say the only time I regularly experience it. Well, and marathons, but I don't do those. So yeah, it could be fun when I'm already really fatigued after the infection I've had. And yeah, so let's see what happens. Well, I got lucky with nice conditions again, although some cloud cover coming in, and it's very, very muggy, which isn't great for having this ECG thing fitted, because the pads are going to fall off, but hopefully not. We'll see. They've stayed on so far. I'll see if I can get this right with the camera. I've got 3 pads, all these cables, and luckily I have a flip belt which I can put the reader in. I might just keep that on for the whole 24 hours. I have got to return it in with it had on for at least 24 hours, so return it after 10 o'clock tomorrow, which will be after I've done the blood test I've got to check my kidneys tomorrow. Fun times being me. Let's get that a bit further up, sorry about that. Yes, appointment all went well. They did an initial ECG just as they lost my one from a couple of months ago. That's all good. Well, it's all good, it's done, and it's uploaded onto their system now, hopefully. So we'll see if anything comes back from that. They did have to try a couple of times to get the pads on because I ran down there, so I was sweaty. I'll say it's very muggy, so. And that was like a 12-point ECG. The one that I've got on, obviously there's only 3 pads, so it's only a 3-pad ECG, which is fine. I think it should actually be slim enough fit to be able to sleep okay. I might just keep the flip belt on to store it in, because running home I tried clipping it onto my waist and stuff, waistband, and it just kept falling off, so a bit annoying. I have got some spare pads and I've got some paperwork that I will take some pictures of and upload. I know some other people have done this. Now I don't know that I'm going to be able to cause the events that happen, because I am still so shattered from having had this bug that I don't know I can run hard enough to cause myself to even have the sort of low blood pressure that causes me issues. That can be shown, well, how knackered I am can be shown by the fact that I've actually walked a lot of this way home. And given that my daughter, who is old enough to be home alone at times, is slightly under the weather today, and so given that she's got SATs and Disney coming up, we kept her off school. So, you know, I do want to get home as quick as I can for her anxiety as much as anything. And I definitely will be vlogging about Disney. I'm looking forward to doing that. Hopefully I can do some runs around Disney with my wife, and we've got someone coming that can look after my daughter, and some rides and stuff. But yes, the goal for today will be to work myself hard So I'll get home, check in on my work stuff, because I am still working. Luckily I did extra hours yesterday because I worked before I went into the meetup, and I'm on a work from home contract and all that stuff. So yeah, work is taking care of itself, or I am taking care of my work still. But yeah, I want to do some work, and then at the lunchtime maybe do some strength training. I don't know about going on the treadmill because it's so hot. I'm worried I'm going to get so sweaty the pads will fall off. I have got medical tape that I use anyway for various things. So I might just stick some of that on as well to make sure the pads don't fall off, but as I say, I have got spare pads. Yeah, so I shall record more later to keep you updated on how it's going. Don't know what else to say. So yeah, there's this run home. Oh, I felt so tired. So in a way, I'm kind of hoping the blood test does show something tomorrow to explain this fatigue, because if not, I'll be going back to them and saying, look, I'm absolutely shattered. Can they look into it? So that's all for now. Got my trusty helper with me. Oh no, Scarlett. Scarlett! So, having got back home, I've got the ECG kit stuff all comfortable. Touch wood. It's not giving me any sort of sensitivity or anything on my skin, so no itchiness or anything, which is good. Sleeping with it might be okay, we'll see. And we'll go from there. I'm deciding I'm going to put it through paces now using my sort of pull-up bar, and although it's a bit of a mess down there, my weights and squat bar and stuff, and see how, or if anything comes up when I do some strength training. I want to do another 15 minutes today anyway to get in my half-hour daily that I try and do, and some people might go, oh, you shouldn't do it daily and stuff, but it's not rigorous strength training, and I'm a firm believer of little and often over really properly taxing yourself. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do, say, a few pull-ups, a few dumbbell bits, a little bit of leg work, and some core work, and then I might go on the treadmill for a little bit on an incline to get a bit more fatigue in my legs again, just to see if I can mimic being, I guess, more physically exhausted than mentally exhausted I am at the moment. And that will probably be it for this video. I can't imagine that I'm going to have anything else interesting to say on the use of the ECG monitor. I might do a little update tomorrow on how I slept or didn't sleep with it. I'm going to go into it with the optimistic approach that it won't impact my sleep. It feels pretty flat on my tummy, and I am a front sleeper, so if it was going to cause issues, I don't know, we'll see. Worst case, I'll try and sleep a bit more upright or on my side, but I'm not very good at side or back sleeping. Once I fall asleep, it's fine, doesn't seem to be an issue, but it's falling asleep I'm so much more comfortable on my front. So yeah, so time to crack on with a little bit of strength training. And I have, in terms of my other side of things, also I've done another basically 10 miles running in total today, or run walking, and I have stuck to my 6-hour intermittent fasting eating window that I'm trying to do to get myself back down to a fighting weight, although some people would say I'm already at a lowish weight for, based off of the response I got yesterday at my work event, where people were telling me I was looking a bit too slim, and they should have seen me 2 weeks ago when I was in the midst of this infection. But yeah, overall positive. Hopefully get some results, or lack of results, and some more confidence in myself from wearing the ECG and then not finding anything. And then I've got the blood test tomorrow, where again, hopefully they will either tell me my kidneys are all good and this fatigue is in my head or being caused by something else, or they might, who knows, see that my kidneys have still got some dysfunction and needs to be looked into, and that might well explain the symptoms of fatigue. So thank you for watching. If you've got any questions about the ECG monitor or anything related to my running, dieting, or anything, just stick a comment in. Cheers. Bye. Right, so I've still got the monitor on at the moment, my lovely cherry chest. Having it in the flip belt really helped. I slept pretty much as normal, although there was a massive thunderstorm last night, so didn't sleep great, but hey ho. So yeah, today I shall be returning it to the hospital and having my blood test.